वेलकम बैक टू ACME क्लासेस सिंपली साइंस, वो जगह जहाँ पे आपके मोस्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम्स रिलेटिंग टू द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट्स कैन बी इजीली रिजॉल्व्ड. Today we're dealing with chemistry and more specifically decomposition reactions. If you've not seen our videos before, I request कि आप link description में जाइए, वहाँ links are provided. Please see them before you see this video because otherwise you'll not understand head or tail of this. So let's start with decomposition reactions. To decompose means to break down. So it is that reaction in which a single compound is split up to form smaller, simpler substances under suitable conditions. Combination reactions में क्या करते हैं? Combination reactions में दो चीजें ऐड करते हैं. Decomposition reactions में दो चीजों को एक particular compound को split करते हैं. So in combination reactions, reactants combine. In decomposition reactants, one product or compound splits up to form two or more simpler substances. Proceeding further. So let us take a few examples. Decomposition of ferrous sulfate, lead nitrate, water, sodium chloride. So let's talk about ferrous sulfate. If you look at this chemical reaction, it is one of the most important chemical reactions for class 10, but it is slightly more complex. Now, if you see the left hand side of the equation, you have ferrous sulfate, which basically means you're dealing with an iron with valency 2. But here, towards the right side of the equation, you have ferric oxide. That means you're dealing with an iron with valency 3. Now, iron belongs to a special category of metals known as transition metals. If you look at the modern periodic table, your group 3 to group 12, you all have transition metals in there, wherein every metal can have two or more than two valencies. So what happens? How does ferrous become ferric? So in ferrous sulfate decomposition reaction, sulfate then breaks down to form SO3. Now SO3 is not stable under normal conditions, so it will further decompose to form SO2. So while all the time SO4 is decomposing, it forms SO3 and SO2. Therefore, in this chemical reaction, we have both SO2 and SO3 because both these products are being formed at the same time. We understand the fact that SO3 further breaks down to form SO2 because SO3 by itself is not a stable compound. Now, iron also gets oxidized to its +3 state. That means from ferrous to ferric state. And when iron reacts with oxygen, as we've done in the cross multiplication method before, iron के नीचे valency 3, oxygen के नीचे valency 2 cross multiply करेंगे तो आपके पास बनेगा Fe2O3. Iron की oxidation state को हम क्यों कहते हैं? Iron gets oxidized to +3 from +2. Oxidation can also mean loss of electrons. So iron जो ferrous form में था, so it had lost 2 electrons to form +2 ion. But it further loses an electron in this chemical reaction, and by losing another electron, it goes from +2 to +3 ion configuration. As a result, iron also gets oxidized from +2 to +3, from ferrous to ferric, because it ends up losing an electron in this reaction. Therefore, it is because of this reason that ferrous sulfate then decomposes to form ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide, before sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, which further decomposes to form sulfur dioxide. So in ferrous sulfate decomposition, if sulfur retained its state, it would have to form SO3, which is highly unstable under normal conditions, so it forms SO2. Iron also gets oxidized to +3 state from +2 state. So lead nitrate again decomposes to form three things: lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen gas. Oxygen gas, once it forms a covalent bond, as discussed in previous videos before, becomes stable and gets released into the atmosphere in gaseous form, whereas nitrogen dioxide is again a stable compound and again forms in gaseous state, and then we have lead oxide, which is the residue. Let's come to the most important decomposition reaction, water. Now this diagram in front of you here is decomposition of water using electric current. Now, when water decomposes, let's see what happens. So water molecule breaks down by the action of electric current to form hydrogen ions and oxygen ions. Now by their very nature, hydrogen ions are positively charged, oxygen ions are negatively charged. So what will happen? If we go back to the diagram, we have hydrogen ions and oxygen ions. Hydrogen ions become positively charged, oxygen ions become negatively charged. Now positive charges will go towards negative terminal, that is cathode, whereas negative charge will go towards anode. So what will happen there? So at cathode, before we discuss what happens at cathode, let us revise these 4 basic reactions which you've done in the previous videos before. Metal atom loses an electron to form a metal ion. This we discussed in case of sodium, if you remember. The sodium atom loses an electron to form sodium ion. So metal ion will gain an electron to form metal atom. Likewise, non-metal atom will gain electrons to form non-metal ion. Non-metal ion will lose electrons to form non-metal atom. So hydrogen ion being positively charged will go towards cathode, which is negative terminal of the battery. As a result, hydrogen ions will go towards cathode. Why will they go towards cathode? Because hydrogen is positive, cathode is negative, opposite charges attract. Likewise, oxygen ions will go towards anode. Why towards anode? Because oxygen is negatively charged, anode is positively charged. As a result, opposite charges attract. At cathode, what's going to happen? Hydrogen ion plus 1 electron gives hydrogen atom. So we are dealing with the second equation here. Metal ion plus electron gives metal atom. Why do I say hydrogen is a metal? Because the position of hydrogen, if you look at the modern periodic table, lies on top of the first group, which belongs to metal group. Well, it's not exactly decided whether hydrogen is a metal or non-metal because it has properties of both. But for the purposes of the modern periodic table, it is in the metal side of the periodic table. So metal ion plus electron gives hydrogen atom. Hydrogen by itself does not stay hydrogen, it combines with other hydrogen atoms to form hydrogen gas. So H plus H gives H2 gas. Likewise, at anode, oxygen ion was negative. Why? Because it had gained electrons earlier. It will lose 2 electrons to form oxygen atom. Oxygen plus oxygen will become oxygen gas. So at anode, oxygen gas will be produced. At cathode, hydrogen gas will be produced. Now in a water molecule, for every molecule of water, there are 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atoms. That means the ratio between hydrogen and oxygen is 2:1. So hydrogen और oxygen का ratio 2:1 होने के कारण, for every breakdown or decomposition of water, 2 hydrogen atom release होंगे, 1 oxygen atom release होगा. तो quantity wise हाइड्रोजन का वॉल्यूम जो प्रोड्यूस होगा वो डबल होगा देन ऑक्सीजन. तभी आप ये पॉइंट एक्सप्लेन करेंगे. Since the ratio of hydrogen is to oxygen in water molecule is 2:1, as a result, for every decomposition of water molecule, 2 hydrogen atoms are produced, 1 oxygen atom is produced. As a result, the volume of hydrogen जो produce होगा वो डबल होगा ऑक्सीजन से. तो कैथोड पे क्या होगा? हाइड्रोजन आयन एटम कैसे बनेगा? क्योंकि आयन ओरिजिनली आयन कैसे बना था? क्योंकि इसने इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज किया था. वही इलेक्ट्रॉन अगर ये गेन कर ले, देखिए मेटल एटम ने जब इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज किया तो मेटल आयन फॉर्म हुआ. वही मेटल आयन जब इलेक्ट्रॉन वापस गेन करेगा तो मेटल एटम फॉर्म करेगा. तो ये हाइड्रोजन आयन प्लस इलेक्ट्रॉन गिव्स हाइड्रोजन एटम. हाइड्रोजन एटम प्लस हाइड्रोजन एटम गिव्स हाइड्रोजन गैस. लाइकवाइज ऑक्सीजन नेगेटिव आयन क्यों बना था? वो इसलिए बना था बिकॉज उसने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एक्सेप्ट किए थे और नॉन मेटल आयन की फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो गया था. बट जब ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स वापस लूज कर जाएगा तो ये नॉन मेटल एटम की तरह फॉर्म हो जाएगा और ऑक्सीजन प्लस ऑक्सीजन विल गिव ऑक्सीजन गैस. दिस इज इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक डीकंपोजिशन ऑफ वाटर. सिमिलरली इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक डीकंपोजिशन ऑफ सोडियम क्लोराइड. सोडियम और क्लोरीन के बीच में जब करंट पास होगा, it will break down sodium chloride into sodium ions and chlorine ions. और जैसे ही पहले हुआ था, पॉजिटिव चार्जेस नेगेटिव टर्मिनल की तरफ अट्रैक्ट होंगे, नेगेटिव चार्जेस पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल की तरफ अट्रैक्ट होंगे. At the negative terminal, sodium ion will gain an electron to form sodium atom, and chlorine ion will lose 1 electron at anode and form chlorine atom. Chlorine plus chlorine form करेंगे chlorine gas. So decomposition of sodium chloride will be sodium metal will be produced at cathode, and at anode chlorine gas will be released. I hope this is clear. With this, we come to the end of decomposition reactions. If you've not seen our previous videos before, please do go through the links given in the description below. And after this, after decomposition reaction, the last part deals with redox reactions. If you do like our work, please, in the end, we would request you to like, subscribe, share, comment, and press the bell icon. Thank you and have a nice day. Good luck.